You don't end up in the people-pleasing graveyard by accident. You get there one small yes at a time. Yes, when you wanted to say no. Yes, when you were already tired. Yes, when something inside you quietly said, "I don't want this." But you said it anyway, because it felt easier. Easier than disappointing someone. Easier than explaining yourself. Easier than dealing with the silence, the mood change, or the guilt that might follow. So you became agreeable, helpful, reliable, easy to be around. And on the outside, that can look like kindness. But over time, something starts to happen. Parts of you begin to disappear. Your preferences, your opinions, your boundaries, your needs. They don't vanish all at once. They get buried, under all the moments you chose peace over honesty. Under all the times you kept someone else comfortable while you became quietly uncomfortable. That's the people-pleasing graveyard. It's where your real self goes when you keep trading truth for approval. But here's the shift. People-pleasing is not just being nice. It's often fear dressed up as goodness. Fear of rejection, fear of conflict, fear of being seen as difficult. Fear that if you stop giving, people might stop staying. So you learn to manage how others feel. You read the room before you speak. You soften your opinions. You become whoever the moment seems to require. And because it works at first, your brain keeps doing it. You avoid tension. You keep connection. You feel useful. But the cost builds quietly. Because every time you abandon yourself to keep someone else comfortable, your mind learns something dangerous. My needs are a problem. My honesty is a risk. My place here depends on how easy I am to love. And once that belief takes root, you start living on constant alert, checking people's reactions, trying to prevent disappointment, saying the right thing before you even know what you feel. That is exhausting. Not because you care too much, but because you are carrying responsibility for emotions that were never fully yours to manage. And eventually, resentment starts to grow. Not loudly at first, just a quiet bitterness. Why am I always the one adjusting? Why does no one notice what I need? Why do I feel so invisible? But the painful truth is, people may not notice what you need if you have trained them to believe you don't need anything. So the way out is not becoming cold. It is not suddenly refusing everyone. It is learning to stop disappearing. A pause before you say yes. A smaller explanation. A quieter but firmer no. Letting someone be disappointed without rushing to fix it, because disappointment is not danger. Conflict is not always rejection. And being harder to control does not make you harder to love. Maybe that is the truth. The people-pleasing graveyard is filled with versions of you that were abandoned to keep everyone else comfortable. But they are not gone forever. Every honest answer brings one back. Every boundary brings one back. Every moment you choose truth over approval brings one back. And slowly, you stop living like your value depends on being easy. You start living like you are allowed to exist fully, even when it inconveniences someone.